I mean, what up with that? It's me. So you already know, like I had continue my book. You feel me? As some or whatnot, but I ain't tripping. But so I'm gonna do it again. Okay. And I'm gonna initially go back, but now I'm just gonna read everything that I read on, on two vids. Okay, you got where I'm going. Get the notification. That'll be better. Um, so you'll kind of pick up and know who is Claire, Malcolm, Sabrina, Michael, and John. Another thing I'm thinking, YouTube. I think I might go back and just start doing just natural recordings on my laptop. And then what I would do after that, I would kind of like upload them with takes for yeah, I really don't know the struggle of YouTube. So yeah. So I'm gonna start off reading, but I do want to read this poem that I wrote because I did speak of it in the first vid, and it goes a little something like this. The name of this poem that I wrote is called Him. 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 Black man, or shall I say black king. God physique looking for his queen. Businessman, smooth, wrapped and covered in chocolate. Dreads hanging like Mufasa. Normal complexion, smiling, knowing he's a gift. Waves deep in his head like a golden hemisphere. Brave, courageous, and highly respected. I mean, can you think of anything else that's substantial to human creation? Black man, I do mean black brother. Warrior made from the original mother. When he walks, his aura is strong. When he talks, he reminds every woman she's not alone. Black man, black lover, black strength. There is no other. Have you ever seen black on black, highly intact? Black men will always be a replica of that. Signed HMW, Miss Me. Okay. What inspired me and who inspired me to write this poem? I was sitting at the local store, and there's this guy. He's not really blood related, but through marriage we're like related. And me and my sister used to always pick on him. His name is Mr. Reed, Alan Reed. I gotta tell it like it is. And I seen him. He's married. I love his family. I love his wife. I love him. I love them all. And I thought that was him. So I literally started writing. Excuse me. So when I started writing the poem, I think the poem took me initially 5 to 10 minutes. And then I went back and added some more because I didn't want other men to get offended, if that makes sense. So yeah, and I called him. One day I think I seen him or I hit him on YouTube Messenger, and I was like, "Was you at the truck stop?" That's what we call it, the local little truck stop. He was like, "Yeah, that was me." And I was telling my head, wrote him a poem describing him. So he inspired me. I like to pay respect to people who inspire me to write things. So Alan Reed inspired me to write this. But I used him as a concept and finished out all the men on the planet. Got where I'm going, especially. So you know. Okay, so now we're going into the book. Another thing, I remember I was saying I wrote this book from different aspects, from a play, a series, and a movie or whatnot. I would like to say this, like as far as a movie, I would like to which I already picked out the actors and the actresses that I would like to play it, but I would also like someone that's breaking out new, someone new. like especially that guy who played on the Invisible Man. I can't think of his name. I would love for him to play Malcolm. Got where I'm going because Malcolm is debonair. I would love like the way his persona is. Like he would like the people who I would choose to play the characters in my book. Like I said, I already know who I want to play them, and I want someone new. But as far as the character goes, like it's more of like the way I written it for the characters. The people who I know who can play them, it would come off natural, like normal. You got where I'm going? It's more like a normal effect, like they're not adding or subtracting. But I also feel like this in the entirety of everything, when we see these actors, most actors and actresses actually take on roles that they're really connected to. So they're like that's really their personality or whatnot. That's why they're able to play certain roles in movies, and you'll think that they don't warp into that person or whatever because they like that's who they truly are. Another thing I would love to do mine as far as like a play in my community. I would love for it to be tri-parish, meaning having people come out. Because we do have inspiring coming up actors and actresses. So I would like the youth to play these parts. You got where I'm going? Because if I were to write it when it because I am gonna do it, of course. But as far as locally, it would be like a play. Peace and blessings and protection. Um, Another thing, I am musically inclined. I write music, and I also critique people. Meaning, as far as let me give you an example. If you are a rapper or you want to be a singer, I can pretty much ask you so many questions and listen to your music and tell you what genre to be in, what genre that you need to be in, that your music will or wherever your talent is, that where it will you will be successful in. Like a talent searcher. You got where I'm going? I can tell you if you want to create a persona, I can tell you as far as your wardrobe, critique the way you rap, critique the way you sound, etc., etc. I kind of know where to put you at. You know, if that's what you're seeking for or whatnot. I do that. So yeah, so we're getting ready to get in the book. I feel like since I'm reading everything back over all in a packet, I don't have to really explain to you who is who, da 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 da. Got where I'm going? The connection is good. Let's keep it that way. Here we go. This is the beginning of the book. The interlude, the book is Matters of the Heart. At this point of my journey, wanting a partnership began to take a turn. So I invited him and offer you something to eat. And again, he still denied. Moody, are you comfortable? Now, at this point, he was strictly all about action. And indeed, this is what the visit was all about. Do you want to or not? Now, I know what you're thinking, and yes, I did. This is where a small but yet large part of me began to realize either I love the idea of being in love or in belief that love still exists. More importantly for me, this experience was beautiful, passionate, far beyond lust, magic. It was magically magical, like human stardust. He pleased my teenage and womanhood. My cosmos were hovering yet displayed like a colorful portrait that stood in the depths of an ocean, and he was the painter, surrounded by a visible garden. He drops of my love to be free, rid of myself and me. That's signed by H.M. Williams, H. Williams, me. Chapter 1. The perfect timing. Red pumps, black dress, lace panties, clutch. Where is my clutch? This is the day I finally get to meet that guy from that famous dating site. His profile was very interesting, if I should say so myself. The only prayer I can think of is him not being gay. We've been socially distancing as if that's a real thing. Nevertheless, I'm excited about this one. And it did say he's outgoing, family oriented, 6'1", dark chocolate, no children or wife. This is amazing. Pull my hair up, sweet yet alluring. For reservations are at 8, and intimacy is going to be needed. Did I feed my birds? Phone rings. Who could this be? I told all my family that I had plans tonight and Tracy to hold all my calls. Malcolm, is everything okay? Yeah, I was calling to let you know that there's been a change of plans. At this point, I would honestly like to say things started on a high note, but I can't. Apparently, Malcolm's mother was rushed to the ER. And who, or shall I say, what type of person would I be to bring up any of our plans that we had in motion to overlook his mother? Now, don't get it twisted. I wanted to bring up the fact that she has 3 living children that could have taken a ride in an ambulance, but me being a well put together lady such as myself, I couldn't possibly come between a mother and her grown ass son. So I took a deep breath and said, call and let me know when things get better. Clarence hang up the phone and calls best friend. Sabrina, that was the fastest they'd ever known a man. Who you dating, child? Flash. So I began to explain the conditions of his mother, and I quote, Sabrina simply said, again, this is the 3rd time he's canceled in a month. I day, family are too blind to see what's right in front of him. I know it's just his mom. She's having a hard time. Apparently so. Even more for you, because it's hard to find time being with her son. Look, me and the girls are going out. Care to join? Yeah. What else is there to do? Show these hoes why they men too afraid to tell them the truth. Next, what about us? Last night was fun, yet depressing. My girls and I had a blast, but no call from Malcolm. Should I call? I mean, it is his mother, plus an apology is in order. I'll just send a text. Sure, he'll respond. Good morning, King. I was reaching out to make sure your mother survived ruining our date night. I better not. Delete message and restart. Good morning, Malcolm. I was reaching out to know how your mother was doing. When you get this message, please respond back. I hope she's okay. 12 p.m. No text, call, or show. Truly, these are grounds for termination. Well, maybe they kept his mom. I mean, it is COVID season. Maybe he's still there. Poor Malcolm. God can't get a break because he's always putting his family first. God, he's so 6 p.m. Damn, still no call or text. I pray he's okay so I can cuss his ass out. And plus, I don't want anything happening to my future husband. Maybe he can't get service in the hospital. Maybe he forgot his charger. Either way, I'm concerned. 911, what's your emergency? Yes, I met this guy on a dating site and we had plans with reservation, but his mom was rushed to the ER. Ma'am, this isn't an emergency. Oh, yes, it is. He hasn't returned any of my texts nor answered any of my calls. Ma'am, he could be the one. Ma'am, have you tried contacting your local authorities? No, but that's a great idea. Thanks. Inform the police? Yeah, I'll just inform the police. Wait, they're going to need his personal information. His name? Malcolm. Malcolm never told me his last name. Date of birth? That's easy. February the 10th, 1976. Last whereabouts? Should have been with me. This is impossible. The hospital. I'll just call the hospital and have them check to see if his mom was rushed in there. Ring, ring. Malcolm calls. Claire, Malcolm, oh God, are you okay? I was worried about you. Yeah, I got in late and my sister stayed at the hospital so I can come and get some rest. Thank God he's okay, Clara thought to herself. Well, maybe I can swing by the hospital tomorrow after work. No, he shouted. I mean, you don't have to do that. Plus, I wanted us to pick up where we left off. Oh my, he's considering me? I knew he was the one. Let me gather my thoughts. Sure, Malcolm, that sounds great. Claire's office. Yes, this is Attorney Fitzgerald. How may I help you today? Yes, Miss Fitzgerald, this is Vivica from Cedarburg Hospital. I was calling because you're listed as Mr. John Fitzgerald emergency contact. Yes, I am. Well, there has been an accident. Is there any way you could come right in right now? Sure. Tracy, hold my calls while rushing out the office. Sure thing, Miss Fitzgerald. And don't forget about your 8 o'clock appointment. I won't. I hope Uncle John is okay. He's the only uncle I ever knew. No children or siblings. Thank God he adopted me. If something should ever happen to him, what will I do? Maybe I'm overreacting. Uncle Johnny is in good health. Maybe he was outside drinking his morning coffee as usual and tripped over a 2x4. I requested for those workers to have that extra material moved. I'll just call and have them go by and double check. Nurses station. Claire gets to the hospital. Ma'am, I was called to come and see about my Uncle Fitzgerald, Dr. John Fitzgerald. Yes, ma'am. I'll page the doctor and let him know you're here. In walks the doctor. Miss Fitzgerald? Yes, I'm Miss Fitzgerald. Yes, I'm Dr. Bradley. Can you take a walk with me? Excuse me, my throat, but you know I'm going to keep going. Sure. Is my uncle okay? I requested for those contractors to remove all the extra material due to Hurricane Ida. I assure you this will be handled accordingly. Miss Fitzgerald, care to have a seat? It saddens me to tell you that your dear uncle has passed away, and we will need for you to contact your funeral director and make proper arrangements. Lord, Uncle John? No, not Uncle John. I'll give you a moment to collect yourself. As we walked to that room, it really hit me. Uncle John was the only guy that not only accepted, but also loved me for who I was. And now he's gone. While crying hysterically, I viewed him. He was such a happy person. He helped a lot of people and was a well-respected doctor. Doc, you never told me what happened. Well, Miss Fitzgerald, your uncle was in a brutal car accident yesterday evening with a drunk driver. A drunk driver? I shouted. Where is he? Where is that bastard? He's in ICU at this very moment. Who is he? His name. What is his name? Get him out here now, Miss Fitzgerald. And he's going to need a heart transplant. Your uncle is the perfect match. Michael? Heart transplant? This guy gets drunk in broad daylight, drives and kills my uncle. Then you expect me to give him my uncle's heart? Miss Fitzgerald, he's running out of time. Uncle John loved the people, cared for people. But if you think that I'm willing to, he needs the heart, Claire, and we need your permission to do so. Consider John. He would have wanted this way. He's already a donor. But we are respecting John's final wish by asking you first. I know. Uncle John and I spoken about this. And if the shoe was on the other foot, I would want someone to consider the circumstances as well. Give it to him so he can live. Nurse's station. Ma'am, I'll be collecting my uncle's belongings. By the way, was there a lady, an elderly lady, that was rushed in the ER last night? Yes, there was. She's in room 303. 303? That's the room next to Uncle John, Clara said to herself. I wonder if Malcolm is here. Michael's introduction. Thinking out the box. You gotta get stuff right. Hold on, y'all. Production. This is another chapter. Thinking out the box. Song playing. Juicy J. Bands will make her dance. Creating the club scene. Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. All that popping and then using hand. Mike. Damn, bruh. This shit lit. What's up, fam? We was wondering if your ass was gonna slide through, says my boy Big G. I see the baller section. Y'all want some hen? Says Peaches. Nah, baby, it's gentleman night. We straight patroning. Cool. Hey, yo, who little mommy is with the red pumps? Oh, that's Honey Dip Strawberry. Honey Dip Strawberry? All my boys replied. Who named her that? The owner with the one eye. Damn, shorty bad. Real deal. Look at my boy Big G. He know every stripper with a perm or that's natural. We want a table dance. That's going to be a problem. Why is that? Because bands will make her dance and Patron won't get her home. My tip, please. Man, she nice. Nice? Now what the fuck nice is? Bro, you're starting to sound like we better call Tyrone. Nah, man. She just bad. She just bought a business. That's all. Yeah, whatever that shit means. Now it's the next day. Got where I'm going. Still continue places a phone call. Myra. Yes, Mike. Look, he's already here. I'll be there in 10. Michael Space. Another business meeting? Darnell asks Michael. Yeah. Another late and boring meeting. Well, was there any contract signed? Not yet. And you of all people know how this works. Darnell sighs. Well, you do know my father is looking for a replacement for his firm. I know. Can you just let me do it my way? Sure. And make another mistake? I couldn't stand the thought of you failing again. Honey, at this stage, it's considered a mishap. Yeah, sure. A mishap? I didn't mean it, but you said it. Look, go home and relax since I'm the one paying all the bills. Going back to the chain of events. Back to the hospital. 303? Is this Malcolm's mom? The door's open. Maybe I could peek inside to see. Excuse me, says a person coming out of room 303. And this person was emotional. Could this be Malcolm's sister? She's really in a hurry. I hope nothing has happened to his mother. And there walks out this man, 6'1", covered in chocolate, strong, brave, and my type. Honey, he yelled. Oh God, please let that be Malcolm. It felt great. Him looking my way, staring into my eyes, meeting, but love is in the air. Yes, my love. Wait, am I responding out loud? Did I just say yes, honey? Unfortunately, no. It was the lady that bumped into me. Yes, honey. The remaining of the family is here, she said with passion. Is here? I shouted in my mind. She gently walks toward him like a damsel in distress, and they had the audacity to embrace right in front of me. Malcolm, I stepped out to meet your sister coming off the elevator. At this point in time, I'm saying to myself, who the hell she thinks she is? Surely that ain't his sister. Plus, he lied to me. He ain't all that goddamn good looking. The doctor just told me that the deceased family member has arranged to go through with the heart transplant. Mike's gonna live. He's gonna live. Transplant? Car accident? Uncle John? The name of this chapter is considered and called Making a Break. Still hospital scene. I immediately turned around with hesitation, of course, in disbelief. Malcolm? What was his brother's name again? Michael. Michael, yes. He did say Michael. Suddenly, while grabbing my phone, I noticed they do have service. Malcolm, repeatedly strolling through my contacts. There it is. Ring, 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 ring. Honey, your phone is ringing. Malcolm replied, Oh, maybe it's my boss calling to check on Michael. Boss? Boss? So I'm your boss? Ma'am, the doctor yelled. Miss Fitzgerald, you forgot to sign the consent forms. Claire's leaving the hospital, getting into her car. Child, I rushed out of there so fast you would have thought I was late for a hair appointment. The hospital's calling. I can't bear to go back there. What have I done to deserve this? Uncle John. How dare Michael? How could Malcolm and his wife? God, he's everything but gay. I'll just call the hospital back. Cedarburg Hospital, this is Vivica speaking. Yes, this is Miss Fitzgerald. Yes, Miss Fitzgerald, we were trying to stop you before you left because you didn't get to sign the consent forms for the heart transplant. Yes, I know. Plus, Miss Fitzgerald, you forgot your wallet. My wallet? Yeah, when you were giving us your identification, your wallet was laying on the counter. Oh, yes, my wallet. Well, is there any way you can mail it to me? Miss Fitzgerald, you do need to sign the consent forms. And must I add, that's as important as well. That is important as well. Claire thought to herself, if they think I'm going to give Malcolm's brother my uncle's heart while mine is being ripped apart, Miss Fitzgerald, are you still there? Yes, I'm still here. Is there any way you can email me the consent forms? No, ma'am. It has to be signed today. Okay, I'll be in shortly. What am I to do? At a time like this, I could sure use Uncle John's advice. Maybe I'm viewing this all wrong. Maybe, just maybe, Malcolm's wife isn't his wife, and that wasn't even Malcolm. Even more so, what would Uncle John would have wanted? Yes, he was drunk. Maybe Michael was still intoxicated from the night before. Uncle John is gone. And he always talked about being a donor to help people in times of need like this. Sabrina. I'll just call Sabrina. She always is the voice of reasoning. Sabrina? Yes, Claire. I heard what happened to Uncle John. How are you holding up? At this point, I couldn't dare mention a situation about my possible encounter that I thought I had with Malcolm. Sabrina, the drunk driver needs a heart transplant, and Uncle John is the perfect match. Sabrina, are you there? Claire, what would have Uncle John wanted? But it's not fair. Life isn't fair, Claire. And Uncle John was all about saving lives. Claire, you have to do what's right. And now is the right time. Well, can you ride me to the hospital to sign the consent forms? Better than that, I'll be there waiting. They get to the hospital. I'm so glad you're here, Sabrina. I couldn't do this alone. They're in the elevator. They get to the room where Uncle John, the floor to sign the paper. Uncle John in. Elevator. Ding. Nurse's station. Miss Fitzgerald, thanks for coming back. Yes. The consent forms. Excuse me. Can you tell me where's the cafeteria? Sure, it's on floor 1. By the way, this is Miss Fitzgerald. She came back to sign the consent forms for the heart transplant. Hi, I'm Veronica. Nice to meet you. And might I say thank you. My family member did a foolish thing, and our family humbly asks for your forgiveness. We are grateful for you and thankful that you chose to give us your uncle's heart. You're welcome. I must say, this was a hard thing to do and a little bit uncomfortable, but Uncle John would have wanted it this way. If it's okay with you, I would like for you to meet our family. Sure, just give me a minute. Sabrina, I don't think I can do this. You can. I'll be right there. I'll be right here to support you. Knock knock. It's Claire. Yes, come on in. Guys, this is Claire. She's the one that gave Michael the heart. Hi, Claire, thanks. Thanks was their reply. And out of nowhere, in walks this man. 6'1", covered in chocolate, with a smile that lightened up my heart. Hey, this is Claire Malcolm, she thought it. Claire, got it? Good. Okay, y'all, I gotta get off of here because I have to do my hair. So thanks for joining me. Like I was saying with this book, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna print. I'm gonna go ahead and just print the entirety of the book. Cause like I said, I want to read it. I want to share it with you guys because I love doing sharing, just communication, etc., etc. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's why I knew I had to put it all together to read it, so you guys can kind of get the feel of what's the notion of what's really going on. When I print it, I may give you little bits and pieces of everything. My goal is to have it published, which I'm publishing myself because I just printed it, etc., etc. But I'm gonna start looking into finding a location so I can get some youth to come in and just give them some sheets and just see where they are with their acting skills and see if they can portray the character. And if so, I will upload it and let you guys see the entirety of it, because I actually wrote it as a series, a book, a novel, etc., etc. But I have so much more to write about, to the point where I want the if we were doing that, if that would be written into a screenplay, the amount that I read to you guys is every bit of with the changing of the stages and etc., etc. What I read to you is maybe 2 hours and a half. That's not long enough. So, but if I add everything that I've written, it would generally, because you got to count the time frame with the change of the stage or whatnot, the transition part to another transition. It would be every bit of 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours. If I decide to really keep writing, it'd probably be every bit of 12 hours. Because I already know what to write, and I already know. You get where I'm going? So yeah. So I will keep you guys in notifications with that, and I'm gonna keep myself up to par with it to keep you guys on notice. So look forward to it and look out for it. It's coming. And if you know anyone that's in the Tangipahoa Parish, Hammond, Kentwood, Ponchatoula, Independence, Hick Fall, Fluker, Roseland, Tangipahoa, etc., etc., youth that you're trying to put them, getting the youth involved in something to keep them with their a healthy atmosphere. I do love to dance, so I can train children to explore their dancing creativeness, music. I mean, anything that you want to put your child in to keep them occupied, but yet social, so they can learn crafts and arts, etc., etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hit me up, leave a message in the comment section, or go to my email. It's goodgirl GOODGIRL 906 at gmail.com. Thank you guys for joining me. Peace and blessings, love and light. Take care.